Bonjour, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you today for another perfume review. And today I'm going to talk about the most iconic French perfume ever. They're all famous, they're all iconic, they're all classy, elegant. They all build around aldehyde, which is an extremely iconic ingredient, a little bit vintage, a little bit old school, very powdery. They are all built around aldehyde, which is an extremely iconic perfume ingredient, a little bit old school, a little bit vintage, very powdery, very floral. Sometimes it's very fresh, clean, a little bit soapy. So all these perfumes, they're all famous, they're all iconic. They are all legendary perfume, very feminine, luxury, a little bit niche and elite, super elegant perfume, but they have all different directions. And in this review, I'm going to compare this iconic aldehyde perfume. I'm going to describe, to review their direction, the style. First, I'm going to review and compare Chanel No. 5. Of course, this is the king of all perfumes, super classy, super legendary. I also really appreciate the dry down of this perfume, very unique. Compare and review, of course, Arpege by Lanvin. So I got a vintage bottle, so this is not the original bottle, but I use my own perfume bottle. So this is Arpege by Lanvin, of course, Houbigant, Quelques Fleurs. I'm in love of this perfume. This is a vintage bottle, by the way, but I'm really in love of this perfume. Super pure, super romantic. So let's start first with Chanel No. 5. I love this perfume. I wish more younger women especially would wear this perfume. This is a mature, sophisticated, very classy perfume, but there's something super modern in this perfume, super, I don't know, super elegant. It's an all-season perfume, all occasion, even a day-to-day, a basic perfume. You just want to treat yourself, you want to smell super good, super fancy, super classy. You just have to put Chanel No. 5. So I'm gonna also spray Chanel No. 5 as I'm describing, you know, the notes. I love this perfume. Oh la la, I love this perfume. Oh my god, it's so fancy, so classy. Oh my god, the notes are really perfect. It's perfectly blend. So on the opening, it's very fresh, it's very soapy and clean. The aldehyde in this perfume has a very soapy direction. So if you don't like very pronounced, very intense aldehyde, there's a chance that you're not gonna love Chanel No. 5. But this aldehyde is very, very soapy. It reminds me of a little bit of Savon de Marseille in south of France. There's Savon de Marseille notes on probably in the background of this aldehyde. So the aldehyde is very intense, clean, soapy and fresh. So on the middle notes you get something very indolic, a complex blend of very indolic flowers, especially the jasmine and the ylang ylang. Yeah, the ylang ylang is very indolic in this perfume, very intense also, very feminine, very little bit sexy for me. There's something very charming in this perfume. And it's a little bit animalic. So I love all these different combinations in Chanel No. 5. You know, a very soapy, fresh opening, indolic on the middle, and the dry down you get something powdery, a blend of all these different notes with an oriental direction, very warm, very golden, very animalic on the dry down. I love this perfume because the aldehyde is very radiant, very vibrant, very intense, with a clean, fresh direction. On the opening of this perfume, you get a very discreet fruity note with the peach. There is peach in Chanel No. 5 in the opening. The peach is very discreet, very, very discreet, but very bright, very radiant too. Not juicy, not sugary, not sweet in the opening. So the aldehyde in this perfume is clean, fresh, airy, very airy. And for me, this perfume inspires something very French actually. It inspired me an early morning in south of France, in Cannes, or a little town actually in south of France. And usually French women, what we do in the morning with the bright sunny morning, we like to open all the windows. We like to get fresh, clean air in the house. And sometimes we also do very early laundry. And it reminds me of something like that, you know, in south of France with a very bright, sunny, radiant sun, very early sunny morning. And all windows are open in the villa in south of France, and you're smelling this laundry with this accord of Savon de Marseille, the Savon de Marseille notes, and you get also a fresh, clean, white clothes smell. It's exactly something like that, which are hanging outside or hanging in the house with all the windows open, and you get this French clean smell of a laundry. It's fresh, it's very luxury actually. There's something very luxury, very comforting. It inspires something like that in south of France. There's something very radiant, very sunny, very sophisticated at the same time in this perfume. It smells very good. It smells very good, and I love this perfume. So after the chic, very sophisticated Chanel No. 5, I want to compare with Arpege by Lanvin. I used my own bottle for this one. I had the chance to buy a few vintage bottles of Arpege. So I love this perfume, but this is completely different compared to Chanel No. 5. And I'm very surprised to read a lot of reviews, a lot of people saying that Arpege is a cheaper option of Chanel No. 5, and Arpege is very close to Chanel No. 5, and I have to say that I completely disagree. I think they have very different direction, very different style. Even the aldehyde in this perfume is completely different. In Chanel No. 5 you get something very clean, very fresh, very airy, very bright also. In Arpege you got a very flowery aldehyde, very powdery, super warm, a little bit sweet actually, and sugary on the base. And the powdery dry down of Arpege is very different compared to Chanel No. 5. This perfume is more oriental, more musky, more ambery, very resinous, very balsamic compared to Chanel No. 5. This is a perfect night perfume for me. There's something licorice also, very gourmand. So this perfume is warmer, more intoxicating, more gourmand than Chanel No. 5. It's an explosion of dried fruit. In this perfume you're gonna also find a peach note like in Chanel No. 5, but the peachy opening note in Arpege is very different. It's very dried, it's a little bit dusty. It's not a bright, juicy peach on the opening. This is a very dried peachy note, like the peach has been completely dry under the sun. The peach is dry, dusty a little bit in the opening. The aldehyde is powdery, a little bit dusty also, very sweet, even sugary on the dry down. It's creamy, it's buttery, it's smooth. Let me spray at the same time. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's something it's like for me a gourmand tarte tatin. But you know, tarte tatin in France is made with apple. It's like a tarte tatin with peach. Yeah, this peach is very sugary, super sweet, very gourmand. You're gonna get also a very indolic ylang ylang like Chanel No. 5, but I'm gonna say this ylang ylang is even more intoxicating than Chanel No. 5. Yeah, it's a sugary perfume, much more sugary than Chanel No. 5, because in Chanel No. 5 I'm gonna say the soapy fresh aldehyde gives something a little bit dry actually, a little bit green, a little bit on the opening, and you don't get something green with Arpege actually. Yeah, so if I have to resume between the two, in Chanel No. 5 you get something soapy, fresh, clean, very indolic, on the dry down. The powdery is warm, golden, a little bit ambery also. So this is an indolic perfume, but this one is more intoxicating, a little bit resinous. The aldehyde is sweet, floral, sweet, almost sugary. So they are very, very different direction, different style. This is the perfect all occasion perfume, sophisticated, mature perfume. This is a perfect night classy perfume, especially if you like something very intoxicating, sweet, almost sugary on the dry down. Last, my favorite perfume. I just fall in love with this perfume. I love Houbigant Quelques Fleurs. This is such a beautiful perfume. There are aldehyde in this perfume, but this is very different compared to Chanel No. 5 and Arpege. It's another style, another direction. This perfume is pure, romantic, very white. There's something very pure and white in this perfume. This perfume has a white direction, and the aldehyde in this one is soapy, fresh, but with a white direction compared to Chanel No. 5, for example. The aldehyde smell like a super fancy luxury white soapy bar, exactly like the French soapy bar you can find in 5-star hotel. Super clean, but very white, very pure, very dreamy, very romantic. And the dry down of this perfume is especially unique and original. You're gonna get so much different flowers. There are more than 10,000 flowers in this perfume, at least flowers concentration in this perfume. Let's spray while I describe this perfume. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is such a unique, dreamy, sophisticated perfume. So French. Oh my god, it smells dreamy, it smells like, it smells super good. Super good. This is such a dreamy perfume, Houbigant Quelques Fleurs. There's something super luxury in this perfume. So yeah, the aldehyde in the opening is very clean, fresh, but not with the soapy Savon de Marseille direction. Savon de Marseille direction has something probably greener. The Savon de Marseille direction has something probably greener than a white, you know, French soapy bar. This is very different. Yeah, this one is like a complex blend of white flowers. I smell especially the jasmine, the lily of the valley in this perfume, the ylang ylang. I smell also the rose. I'm pretty sure there's white rose. The white rose is such a delicate, you know, flower and notes compared to the regular rose. It's a very white perfume. It's pure romance, pure romanticism. This perfume is so romantic. This is such a luxury perfume, and it's also very opulent, much more opulent than Chanel No. 5 or even Arpege. You can guess there are so many different flowers in this perfume. Much more opulent, but at the same time you got this very intense direction, very white, and it's also more innocent. More innocent than Chanel No. 5. The iris also, I smell the carnation, also the iris, the violet, and the iris in this perfume is more intense, more powdery, even more powdery than in Chanel No. 5. It gives something, yeah, a little bit indolic too in this perfume. Oh la la, it smells so fancy, so fancy. I love this perfume. I really fall in love with Houbigant. So that's it for today. I made a review of Arpege, Quelques Fleurs by Houbigant and Chanel No. 5. I try to compare, to describe the notes and the different direction of all of them. They are all beautiful, but I spray and I used to wear all of them. Actually, Chanel No. 5 is more my day-to-day all occasion perfume when I want to look sophisticated and classy. Houbigant is more for a very special occasion. Something, yeah, more fancy actually, because this is an expensive perfume, and also the you know, the perfume is very unique, very fancy. And Arpege is more my summer, spring, night perfume. I'm thinking also to wear this perfume during a summer night this year. This is a perfect go out or night out perfume. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this little review. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also check my other review. Don't forget also to leave a comment. I will be very happy to read all your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I see you very soon for another perfume review. Bye!